Rough Edge FM. Irritatingly irresistible internet radio at roughedgefm.com.
From the land of lemons, magic, and neighbors who still wave, it's Voices of the Valley. Join hosts Jim and John as they shine a spotlight on local businesses, city council news, community events, and all the colorful characters that make the Santa Clara River Valley feel like home. From Santa Paula to Fillmore and Peru, this is your hometown podcast, Voices of the Valley.
There you go. Yeah.
All right. We are back.
Yes.
Feeling healthy?
I'm about as good as I can be right now.
All
Off my meds, so I'm good.
Good.
How about you?
Well, I went for a physical yesterday.
Yeah.
Found out that I am borderline obese. I have borderline pre-diabetic. My kidneys are not functioning as well as they should be.
Okay.
And I have way too much B12 in my system.
How do you get all that B12 in your system?
Julie started giving me these drops that you put under your tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess the normal range is like under 800, and I was 1,222.
Yikes. What's she trying to do to you?
I don't know. They said it wasn't harmful, but
still.
yeah. Everything else is a little bit more worrisome.
Yeah, they always give you that doom and gloom because of your age.
Yeah.
We got to start doing this and that. Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I got some future follow-up tests in the next few weeks. I got to do. So
Yeah. Not fun.
yeah.
Oh, somebody just came in.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have you talk a little bit about, you said you're using a new AI, and today's show we're going to talk about specifically that. So go for it, and I'll be right back.
All right. So one thing I've started to use, I think everybody uses ChatGPT when it comes to AI, which is fine. And the thing with ChatGPT is you can tell how it's written through AI. Everybody has the same kind of phrases, has the same kind of layout and stuff. So I'm using a new program called Claude. Somebody actually turned this on to me, and they said it's different. It's AI, but it's actually a lot different, and it kind of use it for writing more articles. You read it for more, letters and stuff. And so I recently started using it, and I actually like how it comes out. It's not that typical canned AI from ChatGPT. So it's a little bit different. I actually like it. You can ask it some very specific questions, and it actually format it much better than I think ChatGPT was for what I'm using. So both of them work fine. You still have to proofread everything just to make sure that it does make mistakes. There are mistakes. You have to correct them. Sometimes you see how they phrase things. You're like, I would never say that. Or, the organization you're with says, we don't really want to say it that way. So you can go back and add commands to it and tell it to do something, or just change it yourself. So I've been finding out that actually works much better. So I would recommend that you look at different types of AI platforms out there. There's so many. There's Copilot, and Google has an AI version, and there's several. I think just about everybody has AI now. So I think just look at what works best for you, because it's certain ones aren't for everybody. I think the easy one is ChatGPT, that everybody tries to use it. And it's free. And the ones that I use, like Claude and stuff, they're all free versions of it, and that will give you limited access and certain things you can and can't do. So you just got to find out what's best for your community. You even get to where you're doing creating posters and other things for events and stuff, and you see that with some of the platforms. ChatGPT will do it. All these other ones will do it also. Even if you use like programs like Poster My Wall or Canva and stuff, they create these same things for you too. But be mindful of the information that's going in there, because they'll put wrong addresses, they'll put wrong phone numbers, and you just proofread everything you do. That's very important as you're going through all this stuff. So I know Jim's going to talk about some other things that he wants to do, wants to discuss about ChatGPT. But I'm finding using it in my role right now with my role with the Chamber of Commerce in Moorpark, it's actually helping cut down the time that it's taking to do a lot of the functions that we need. It's helping my staff in what they're trying to do with developing contracts and just developing processes. We're currently updating all of our stuff as well, and that's the huge time saver using ChatGPT, not as a substitute, but to an addition to what we're doing and making us much more efficient. So that's something that we're trying to do, on my end at least. Now, when it comes to Jim and his business, I'm sure he will talk about that. So, one other thing I want to look at or want to discuss too is currently what's going on in the communities. As we're getting into more of these seasons, the spring and summer season, you're going to start seeing a lot more events coming up in the communities. I know here in Santa Paula, there is cruise night that's coming up. So that's starting. The chamber and the city are actually officially doing this starting in May, the first Friday in May. And I think that runs through October. And I think they will be dark in July because that falls on July 4th weekend. So look out for that to start. It's first Friday, probably from 4 to 6, 5 to 7. I don't think they have an exact time yet. It's more of a save the date. There will be a list of bands that will be playing downtown for that day. I think they've got most of the bands selected already. So it'll be a good event. It's probably in its 21st or 22nd year. I know when I was with the Santa Paula Chamber, we did celebrate the 20 years of the event. So yeah, it's one of the premier community events. There's a lot of support between sponsors, between the city, between the businesses there, and it's a huge impact on the business community, especially in the downtown district. So please come out and support that. That's really important to our community. It's one of the premier county events at this point right now. I know on top of that, they're not having an April cruise night, but there is a few car clubs that are here that still want to continue that tradition of starting cruise night in April. So they're going to do what's called a rolling cruise night, and that'll start at 4 p.m. on the first Friday in April. And this was done during COVID when you couldn't gather and stuff. So there was actually some car clubs that got together, and they do a rolling cruise where they'll just go up and down the street on Main Street. They'll park, they'll go have dinner, they'll support the local businesses, but they don't close the street. So that'll be on the first Friday of April. So with that, come out and support. I mean, it's a great event. I know the following day, the first Saturday of April, they're going to be doing the same thing in Fillmore downtown. So it's a great way to get out, get connected, helping support the businesses, helping support these car clubs, helping support the chamber, helping support the city and their sponsors. So that helps kick off the season. Because we're already in March, into March, starting in April. So we're getting into event season, and you're seeing the usual events that you'll see in some of our local businesses. Fermentation House, El Capriccio, Prancer's Farm are doing some events. Some of the local restaurants are doing events also. So I know you see E&D Hat Company downtown. They do several events. Fillmore, you'll see events going on at Red Engine Brewery and some of the other venues out there. And you'll also see in Pyro, the Pyro Mansion, and some of the other businesses that they have down there. There's some events going on down over there as well. So there is a ton of stuff to do in the Valley, not counting what you see in our museums. We have the rail cars that are out there also, if you haven't experienced that. So there's plenty of things happening within the county or within the Santa Clara River Valley as well. So you got to please check out that. Also, if you look at the first Sunday of the month, you'll see a lot of things happening at the Aviation Museum, the Agriculture Museum, the Art Museum. They do have some special events that day as well. So everything you see out there, you can find on city website. You'll find it on the chamber website, social media, for a lot of these events. So please take a look at it. You'll see there's so much happening out there. So I think we lost Jim here. So let me see, what else can we cover here? So we are looking at, let me take a look here and stuff. So here he is. He's back.
I had 2 customers that came in.
You got customers. I was starting to run out of stuff. I was talking about all the events coming up. covered that. I talked about my involvement with ChatGPT, with Claude, and the other stuff. We
Okay.
talked about cruise nights. We
Nice.
talked about stuff going on in Fillmore and Pyru.
Holy cow.
So yeah, so I was having a good time talking to myself and my audience. You
You
know,
did all that for 10 minutes.
for 10 minutes. Yes, I was
Nice.
able to do it. So
Well,
yeah. So now it's the floor's yours. You can talk about whatever you want.
but I still got 2 customers downstairs.
Oh, you still got them downstairs? Oh, well, we can end the show early if you
Yeah,
want.
I guess
So
we're going to have to.
yeah, I think I
Um,
covered everything. So
All right. I do want to talk more about AI, so
Mm-hmm.
we'll do a pickup show because I'd like to talk about marketing and how it can be
Yeah.
used in your business and all that kind of stuff.
yeah, I just covered briefly on that stuff. So
Okay.
city council meeting tonight.
City council meeting tonight,
All right, so go 6:30 tonight here in Santa Paula. So yeah,
and I'll be there.
all right,
So
I think we're good.
quick show.
Quick show.
This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.